So before we display the currently logged in user, and to be sure that the user is removing the QR code that he has created, so to not remove the QR code of another user, so we need to check first if the auth user QR codes contains the QR code that he wants to delete, which is this one. So if it contains the QR code, so we delete everything, or we delete the QR code and the image, and we return and redirect him to the home page. As if he tries to delete QR code that doesn't belong to him, so we display a message here and we tell him that something went wrong. Try again later, and we save. Okay, so let's try to delete one of this user QR code. So if we delete this one, so QR code deleted successfully, okay, because this user has the QR code. Let's do something. Let's move to our index page. So I don't know. Let's do something. I don't know if we have a QR code with ID number 1, but we will try. Let's try to delete, for example, here let's change it to 1 instead of the QR code ID. Let's refresh the page. If we try to delete, so the QR code number 1 is not found. So let's see. Let's change it to number 3 and check if we have this number 3. So if we save and refresh, so let's try to delete number 3 that doesn't belong to this user. So as you can see, something went wrong. Try again later, which means that the code that we have added here is working. Where is it? So this one here. So let's bring back QR code ID as it was before. And now the user can delete his QR codes, only his QR codes. So let's display the currently logged in user name here and also the logout link, so we can log out the user. Okay, so let's move to our navbar here. So we have these links. So these links, we will display them only if the user is logged in. So let's add here. So I think I missed closing tag of the li. So let's use the auth, and if the user is logged in, so the home page will be, so the home page here will be QR code, the routes, which is the QR codes dot index. So this is the home page when the user is logged in, QR codes dot index. Here let's change it. So here we will display the currently logged in user. So auth user and name. And I think we did not add the route. So here the route to, okay, we will add the route to the profile, because the user here, or the route here, will be user.profile. Also we have here the login, so we will make it logout, and the route is logout. Also we did not add logout. link. So let's change it to sign out. And here we keep it as it is, and we need another one for the guest. So if the user is only guest, so here we will display the home page, and the home page will be the one that we have defined, which is this one. Okay, let's make it here home page. So later we will add something here. So let's go to our route. So we have already the home page, which is this one. So now we can take it, or we can make it inside guests. But before we do that, let's change. So here, as I said, the route will be, so we'll give it name. The route will be home. And here register and login. And here we don't need to display the number of QR codes because the user is not logged in. Okay. So let's first add the routes. So here, so we need a route for logging out the user. So we can use here user logout, and the method is logout. So the name, what is the name that we have here? So here we will use form instead of the link. So we will use form to post because this is a post request. Let's make it, or let's name it logout. And what else? We need another one for the profile. Display the profile, user profile, and here profile, and here let's name it user.profile. What else? So I think that's all. But we still have another one, which is the home. This one, which is the home. So let's, we can add, if you want, we can do something. Can add another controller, which is make controller. Let's call it home controller. So let's move to the controller that we have created. And this controller will only return the view, or it will have only one function, which is the index. So later, if you want to update the project, you can use this controller. So view, and view is home. Okay, so that's all. So now let's go back here. Let's remove this from here and add another one here. And this route will take us to the home page. So let's add here slash, and we can use the home controller. So we can import it, and the method here is index, and let's give it a name, which is home. So now we are done. So here we have the guest, and here we have the auth. So let's save and refresh the page. So as you can see, we have the name of the user and also the logout link and how many QR codes he has. So let's add the logout. So the logout, so we need to use form. So let's use form, and form will be post, and it will take us to this route that we have already defined. And here let's use the SaaS RF token, and let's add here only a dash, and let's give an ID to this form. So form log or log out form, log out form, and using this ID we can submit form. So documents dot get elements by ID, which is this one. But I think I did not add on click. So let's add on click first. On click. So now we can submit the form. Okay. So we get the form using the Logout ID and we submit it. Okay, so let's refresh the page. So if we log out, so we are redirected to the login page. And if we go to the home page, so we are redirected to the home page. Okay. If we try now to access the QR codes, so we will be redirected to the login page. Okay, so we need to log in. Okay, so let's register because I forgot email. Let's register a user that I can remember. So this is the name and this is the email. And here we can use any password and we submit. So we are redirected to the login. Let's provide email and password and submit. And we are logged in with 5 QR codes. Okay, so now we can log out and we can log in. So let's move to the profile. So let's display the user profile before we move to the payments, or to displaying before we move to the payments. So we need to, once the user reaches 0 here, 0 QR codes, so we need to redirect him to a plan page. So we need to display the plans and later we move to the payments.